The mystery begins. How would you feel if I told you that in 2023 a state-of-the-art submersible carrying 5 people to the wreck of the Titanic vanished? And when it was found, it had imploded deep in the Atlantic Ocean, leaving behind only fragments? This is not science fiction. This is the tragic and mysterious story of the Titan submersible disaster, an event that stunned the world and raised questions we are still trying to answer. In just a matter of hours, a deep-sea adventure turned into an international emergency, followed by a heartbreaking revelation. But what went wrong? Was it a design flaw, a mechanical failure, or something more disturbing, like corporate negligence or even hubris? This is the story of the Titan, the ocean, and the limits of human ambition. Ever since I first read about deep-sea exploration, I've been fascinated by the power and mystery of the ocean, and the Titanic, one of history's greatest maritime tragedies, has always symbolized both the pride and fragility of human engineering. But when I heard about OceanGate's Titan, I had questions. Why would billionaires board an experimental submarine? What was this sub made of? And how did it pass safety tests? And what exactly caused the catastrophic implosion? This video is divided into 2 parts. The story of OceanGate and the Titan's final voyage. A breakdown of 7 theories and facts that may explain what happened. From engineering shortcuts to pressure physics. If you find real-life mysteries like this fascinating, comment, "We want more," so we know to dive deeper into such stories. The rise and fall of Titan. The Titan was not just any submarine. It was a carbon fiber experimental vessel created by a private company called OceanGate, led by entrepreneur Stockton Rush. Rush's dream was to democratize deep-sea exploration. He wanted to take civilians, scientists, filmmakers, even tourists, to the bottom of the Atlantic to see the Titanic, 3,800 meters underwater. Unlike military-grade subs, Titan was designed to be lightweight, with a carbon fiber and titanium hull, a decision that some experts now say may have been fatally flawed. Here's what we know. On June 18, 2023, the Titan dove into the North Atlantic with 5 people on board, including Stockton Rush himself, Pakistani billionaire Shahzada Dawood and his son Suleiman, Titanic expert Paul-Henri Nargeolet, and British explorer Hamish Harding. It lost contact with its mothership, the Polar Prince, 1 hour and 45 minutes into the dive. A massive search and rescue operation began, involving the U.S., Canada, and France, costing millions of dollars. 4 days later, debris was found 500 meters from the Titanic wreck. The U.S. Navy had actually detected the implosion sound hours after contact was lost, but kept this classified during the rescue. The official cause? A catastrophic implosion due to pressure failure. But the question remains, why did this happen? 7. Theories that might explain it. Theory 7. The material flaw. Carbon fiber Titan used carbon fiber, a material strong but not proven for deep-sea pressures. While titanium withstands compression, carbon fiber may fatigue over time. Experts warned, microcracks from previous dives might have weakened the hull. The pressure at Titanic depth is over 6,000 psi. That S like having the weight of 100 elephants pressing on every square inch of the sub. Theory 6. Ignored safety protocols. The Marine Technology Society sent multiple warnings to OceanGate. One quote said, "The current experimental approach could result in catastrophic outcomes." OceanGate chose not to have Titan class certified by third-party inspectors. Rush once famously said, "Safety is pure waste. At some point, you're going to take some risks." Was this calculated risk or fatal arrogance? Theory 5. Lack of testing and redundancy. Titan didn't have standard safety features like GPS or a real-time hull monitoring system. It was piloted with a $30 Logitech game controller. Most deep-sea vessels have fail-safe systems to return to the surface. Titan had no such system. Once contact was lost, it became clear there was no backup plan. Theory 4. The implosion physics. Let's talk science. A catastrophic implosion isn't like a slow leak. It happens in milliseconds. The human brain cannot register pain that fast. Physicist Michio Kaku explained. They died instantly and painlessly. The human body would have vaporized before the signal of pain reached the brain. So, while tragic, their death was mercifully swift. Theory 3. The cost of innovation. Some argue Titan was a necessary experiment, pushing the boundaries of private exploration, but others say innovation without regulation can lead to disaster. This case may change how we view ocean tourism and experimental vehicles. It's a classic clash, ambition versus caution. Theory 2. OceanGate's business model. Each seat on Titan cost $250,000. OceanGate marketed it as space tourism, but underwater. But insiders say pressure to deliver expeditions outpaced safety upgrades. Imagine launching rockets before they're fully tested, in a place where rescue is impossible. Theory 1. The hubris of man versus the ocean. This story echoes the original Titanic disaster. Back then, engineers claimed the ship was unsinkable. In 2023, a sub headed to its wreck suffered the same fate. Are we repeating history, driven by ego and overconfidence? Sometimes the ocean simply reminds us who's in charge. Final thoughts. What we learned. There may never be a single, satisfying answer, but what we can take away are lessons. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is likely true, a structural failure. Reinforcement theory. People believed it was safe because others had done it. Inductive thinking. When something rare happens, we try to find patterns that may not exist. Like the Bermuda Triangle, this story too became more than a tragedy. It became a teaching tool. So, was Titan's fate a mystery, a mistake, or a message? Let us know in the comments what you believe. If you learned something new from this video, don't forget to subscribe. Because every story has something to teach, if you're willing to dive deep.